Republicans do not have the majority in the House or the Senate or the White House at this time, despite these efforts made by some GOP AGs. Joe, is there anything that Republicans really can do right now when it comes to increasing border security in the wake of these record-breaking immigration stats?
No, unfortunately, there isn't. They can publicize it as much as possible, indicate what they intend to do when they take the majority, and get ready for hearings. And what's interesting is, though, when you hear the description by the correspondent you just spoke with about the trafficking, the fentanyl, the terrorists who are coming into the country as a direct result of a policy which allows that to occur. Let's remember, those things are all happening because the President of the United States and the Secretary, Mayorkas, want that to happen. They don't want to stop it. That is the essence of an impeachable offense. In other words, both Mayorkas and Biden are not taking care that the laws be faithfully executed. Those are impeachable offenses. And that's one of the things I think the Republican majority, if it happens, should do.
Yeah, it seems like a ticking time bomb at this point, with Republicans wanting to really take back the House and possibly the Senate come November. Victoria, I'm curious to know your thoughts on this. You see these attorneys general from states like Montana or Ohio wanting to step up in this battle over simply enforcing laws here in the country. Why the divide?
John Obama famously said, "I have a pen and a phone," and Biden picked up that message. And he is trying to run this country on his pen and his phone. He did it, and the Supreme Court stopped him by saying that any company that had 100 or more employees had to have the mandated vaccination, and the Supreme Court did stop that. So that's the one thing that they can do. These Republican attorney generals can go to court and stop it, because that's the only thing we can do until we take over the House and the Senate. But this, and in this opinion that the attorney general was citing, the court said, hey, Congress is in charge here. The executive has a lot of authority, but in this instance, it's Congress who has to change the law.